Hello friends, Dr. Aparna Jairam here. Welcome back to my channel Lab Learnings. Today we are going to talk about sperm DNA fragmentation. It's called as DFI. It's basically a semen study for infertile couples in males. So what's sperm DNA fragmentation? The name itself is suggesting it's something at the DNA level or the molecular level. We are going to talk about this and cover the important aspects. When should it be done? What does it tell us? And what should be done after the test? So, sperm DNA fragmentation. Here, the collection. Let's start with the collection. Ideally, it's followed or combined with a semen analysis report, which is a complete report which we have discussed. Here, if it is done isolated, say just sperm DNA fragmentation, the beauty of this test is the sample can be transported from anywhere to the lab, because it's not about the motility, it's about the DNA into the sperm. What this requires is the expertise or the specialization of the pathologist who reports this. That's why this is a very niche area and needs to be thoroughly checked before giving the report. It has the fertility potential of the male factor. So basically, when should it be done? The first question. It's done in all cases, or should be indicated or done in all cases of infertility. Second is all cases of IVF or ICSI, where couples are considered and counseled for sperm DNA fragmentation, cases of donor sperms or donor eggs, basically surrogacy, this should be done. The third indication is couples with recurrent miscarriages. We are not actually aware what is causing this. Is it the DNA which is having a defective or more higher fragmentation, or is it the female factor? So recurrent miscarriages should be considered sperm DNA fragmentation. So sometimes my clinicians ask me that should we do this in each and every couple? The answer is yes, if they can afford it, because a normal semen analysis report, by that I mean a normal count and motility, can have a high DFI index. DFI index high, that means the couple needs to be treated, the male partner needs to be treated. So, sperm DNA fragmentation is an indicator of the male fertility or the male fertility factor. It correlates well with the outcome of IVF, ICSI, and also the studies of infertility when subsequent follow-up is done. That's the reason I generally feel that this test should be combined with the semen analysis report. So why are we talking about this? The reason is this test is not done at all the labs or places. It's not so simple that you just put the sample into the machine and you get the result. It's a very personalized report where the pathologist who is reporting it or the andrologist needs to be competent enough to report this. And when this report is handed over, it gives you the outcome with a high DFI. By this, ideally, the results when below 15%, that means there is a good potential. We call it as a good fertility potential. Anything between 15 to 25 ideally is considered as a moderate or a borderline, needs to be considered and followed up, and anything above 25 is poor fertility potential. What happens after this? When we hand over the report, most of the times when we do counsel our patients, they are looking at you and asking, okay, what does this mean now that we have done it? I think the most important thing is then root cause analysis, as we talk in ABL or quality. Nothing can be solved without finding out the root and the cause. So here we actually go back to the clinical history of the patient, what's the occupation of the patient, whether the patient is smoking, how much is he smoking, alcoholics, what's the occupation, whether he is exposed to chemical toxins or all these detailed studies with radiology. That means a Doppler study looking whether the veins are normal, is there a varicose component present, is there a hydrocele, or also looking at maybe a follow-up of semen analysis, whether the morphology or the motility of the semen is correlating with this particular report. Sometimes we also see when the patients are adequately followed up and counseled, we do see a DFI index improving. And obviously when these patients are treated with antioxidants or the cause or the root is addressed properly, the DFI does improve. So this is a magical test if done properly at the right time. The test is again to stress sperm DNA fragmentation done from a semen analysis. Exclusively the test method which is available is one, flow cytometer, done very rarely because of the standardization and challenges based in that. Number two is indirect immunofluorescence. I always say that do this test in combination with anti-sperm antibodies because these tests complement each other. So friends, that's sperm DNA fragmentation for you. Till then, I'm looking forward to your suggestions, queries. What are the topics which you would like me to talk? Because I can go on semen analysis for hours together. Till then, stay tuned and subscribe to my channel Lab Learnings. Be safe and healthy. Thank you.